From the cold skies of Scandinavia emerges the Saab Gripen E. This is not a fighter born from a Superpowers blank check budget. It is the product of a nation, Sweden, that has long prized ingenuity. They said Sweden's Gripen was a toy, then it humiliated the F-35. They laughed at it. They called Sweden's Gripen a toy plane, too small, too cheap, too weak to ever challenge America's trillion-dollar fighter, the F-35. But then, something happened. The so-called toy humiliated the world's most expensive jet and left military experts stunned. It was dismissed as a cheap toy, a poor man's fighter. Critics laughed when Sweden claimed their Gripen could challenge the world's most expensive war machine, the F-35. But when they finally faced off, the underdog didn't just win, it rewrote the rules of air combat. Why was the Gripen mocked? While the F-35 soaked up $1.7 trillion in funding, Sweden built the Gripen for one goal: to maximize survivability at minimal cost. It's small, lacks stealth, and costs less than half an F-35. When we think of modern air power, one name dominates: the American F-35 Lightning II. Marketed as the most advanced stealth jet on Earth, the F-35 has cost U.S. taxpayers over $1.7 trillion in development and lifetime expenses. But halfway across the world, a much smaller country, Sweden, quietly developed a fighter that costs less than half the price, can operate from highways, and can even jam and confuse enemy jets with its electronic brain. The result? A David versus Goliath matchup the world never expected. Analysts called it a glorified trainer, but they missed three fatal flaws in their logic. At NATO's Red Flag exercises, a live combat simulation, the Gripen faced the F-35. What happened? Chaos. The Gripen's ASA radar hacked the F-35's stealth advantage by detecting it first. Its IRS system locked on without radar. While stealth aircraft like the F-35 try to hide from radar, the Gripen E is designed to actively fight in the spectrum. It assumes it'll be detected and focuses on blinding, confusing, and outsmarting its opponents. At the heart of this capability is the Gripen E's advanced internal EW suite, known as MFSEW, or Multifunctional System Electronic Warfare. This isn't just a collection of radar warning receivers and jammers. It's a fully integrated digital system that uses a network of sophisticated sensors, AESA, or active electronically scanned array, gallium nitride transmitters. This allows the Gripen E to not only detect incoming radar signals with extreme precision, but to actively jam them with surgical accuracy. It can create phantom targets, disrupt enemy communications, and act as a powerful radar itself. The Gripen E's real weapon isn't missiles, it's artificial intelligence. Its AESA radar scans 300 kilometers while jamming enemy systems. But here's the kicker: network-centric warfare. In NATO exercises, Gripens shared real-time intel with warships and drones, creating a hive mind that confused F-35s. Stealth can't hide you when a swarm of cheap sensors paints your location. A technique known as soft kill electronic attack. This AESA jammer technology is a significant force multiplier. Traditional jammers often broadcast powerful, noisy signals in all directions to overwhelm an enemy radar. The Gripen E's system, though, is far more subtle and intelligent. It can precisely direct narrow beams of jamming energy at multiple threats simultaneously, all while minimizing its own electronic signature. This allows it to disrupt an enemy's kill chain, the process of detecting, tracking, firing upon a target without giving away its exact position. It's the digital equivalent of a magician's misdirection, performed at the speed of light. In the Arctic Challenge exercise, Gripens used terrain masking to ambush F-16s at treetop level. Their EW suite tricked radars into seeing ghost jets, while the real Gripen slipped behind its prey. Even the Rafale, with its $100M, got killed in Mach battles. How? Agility. The Gripen's Delta Canard design lets it turn tighter than any 5th-gen jet. Sometimes low-tech moves beat high-tech toys. A fighter jet's performance is not only measured in the sky but also on the ground. An aircraft that requires pristine 10,000-foot runways and a massive logistical footprint is a liability in a real-world conflict where air bases are the first targets. This is where the Gripen E's Swedish heritage shines. During the Cold War, Sweden's defense strategy centered on dispersal. The plan, operate not from large main bases but from scattered hidden road bases and austere airstrips. The Gripen was built for this. The Gripen E can take off and land on runways as short as 800 meters. Its airframe and landing gear are ruggedized for rough public roads, reinforced for military use. This is almost unique among modern fighters. The Gripen E was designed with a fundamentally different avionics architecture. The fundamental difference between the Gripen E and its pricier rivals lies in its design philosophy. The F-22 Raptor was conceived with one goal in mind: absolute air dominance. It was built to be an untouchable air-to-air killer, combining extreme stealth speed, supercruise, and maneuverability. The F-35 was designed to be a stealthy, sensor-fused quarterback in the sky, a penetrating strike aircraft that could survive in the most heavily defended airspace. These are specialized, exquisite platforms designed to solve a very specific high-end problem for a global superpower. The Gripen E, on the other hand, was born from a different set of requirements. It was designed for a country that could not afford a silver bullet solution. Sweden needed a jack-of-all-trades, a true multi-role fighter that could perform air defense, strike, and reconnaissance missions with equal proficiency. It needed an aircraft that was not just effective in the air, but affordable to buy, cheap to fly, and easy to maintain. This led Saab to prioritize efficiency in every aspect of the design. The single-engine configuration, for example, immediates fuel consumption and maintenance costs compared to twin-engine designs like the Eurofighter Typhoon and the F/A-18 Super Hornet. This focus on pragmatism extends to its approach to stealth. The Gripen E is not a very low observable aircraft like the F-35 or the F-22. Instead, the Gripen E employs a more balanced approach. When it comes to the stark reality of defense procurement, numbers matter. And the numbers for the Gripen E tell a compelling story. The flyaway cost of a single Gripen E is estimated to be around $85 million. While this is not cheap by any standard, it stands in sharp contrast to its main competitors. The F-35A, the most common variant, has a unit cost that hovers around $110 million. The Eurofighter Typhoon often exceeds the $100 million mark depending on configuration. The Dassault Rafale similarly often exceeds the $100 million mark. Gripen pilots used the jet's insane 180-degree turn rate to outmaneuver the F-35 repeatedly. One F-35 pilot admitted, "They slapped us in BVR beyond visual range. They slapped us with guns only. We couldn't shake them." Let's be clear. The F-35 is a technological marvel. It boasts stealth-shaping, advanced sensors, and networked warfare capabilities. It's meant to replace everything from bombers to fighters in dozens of countries. The F-35 is a Ferrari. The Gripen is a rally car built for war. 3 reasons it dominates. Here's where the Gripen truly humiliated the F-35. Electronic warfare. The Gripen E's Erexis electronic warfare system can detect, jam, and blind enemy radars. Imagine this. While the F-35 relies on stealth coatings to hide, the Gripen can make itself electronically invisible, confusing even the most advanced systems. And unlike the F-35, which is locked into costly U.S. maintenance and logistics networks, the Gripen can be maintained locally, with far less complexity. In other words, Sweden didn't try to build a bigger, flashier jet, it built a smarter one. Its ES-05 Raven radar jams sensors while firing missiles, something the F-35 struggled to counter. Gripen can land on highways, refuel in 10 minutes, and needs 1/5 the maintenance crew. One lost F-35, catastrophic. One lost Gripen. Sweden has backups rolling off factories weekly. Network-centric AI shares real-time data with every jet, ship, and missile battery, and F-35 fights alone. A Gripen? It's the hive mind of the skies. After Red Flag, Brazil chose Gripens over F-35s. Czechia extended its fleet. Even the US admitted, stealth isn't invincible. As one general put it, it's not about the jet, it's about the kill chain. And here's the kicker. Gripen pilots train against F-35s monthly. They've turned America's pride into their practice target. The Gripen E is coming, faster, deadlier, and networked with drones. Meanwhile, F-35s are grounded over engine flaws. This isn't about shaming the F-35, it's a wake-up call. The future of warfare isn't about who spends the most money, it's about who can stay in the fight longer, adapt faster, and field more jets when it counts. The F-35 may be powerful, but it's fragile and costly. The Gripen, on the other hand, is like a chess player, always moving smart, always staying one step ahead, and doing more with less. In many ways, the F-35 became a symbol of bloated defense spending. The Gripen became a symbol of smart engineering and practical design. In modern war, agility beats cost, and innovation beats tradition. The toy just taught the master a lesson. They said Sweden's Gripen was just a toy. But when the world looked closer, that toy embarrassed the most expensive fighter jet ever built. The Gripen E proves a powerful truth. In modern combat, intelligence, flexibility, and affordability can humiliate even the most powerful giants. So what do you think? Could the Gripen actually defeat the F-35 in a real fight? Or is its victory only in the marketplace? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more deep dives into military aviation and technology.